I'm Christina with The Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. I also love to find a curbside treasure. This little table behind me, I am so lucky my mom spotted on the side of the road, and I can't do this job without my junk army helping me find great treasures and letting me know about all the good junk that there is to save. Do you have anyone in your junk army? Do you know what I'm talking about? So today, this table is in excellent shape. And there's not too much it needs except a new coat of paint. So I'm gonna freshen it up using O Olive from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. O Olive is the perfect color, and it seems like lately, anytime I paint anything in O Olive, it flies out the door. So I'm gonna show you how to use milk paint, and we'll give this table a whole new look. Let's get started. The first thing you wanna do when you're prepping a piece for milk paint is you have to check it out. What is it made of? In this case, it is painted. So it's always a really good idea to do a good sanding first. I was sanding using my 220 grit sandpaper and orbital sander. Are you enjoying this video? If so, please take a second to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you click the bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. It really helps me to continue to grow my channel to help others to salvage, repurpose, and create. I'm so excited to get started on this table. For this piece, I'm using Sweet Pickins Milk Paint in O Olive. It is a powder-based paint, so you have to mix it. And that scares a lot of people. Don't be scared. It's really simple, and I'm gonna give you some tips so that it's always successful. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure out my milk paint. I'm using a 1/4 cup of milk paint. I always put that in first, and it's better to make up a little bit less than you think you might need for your project. Milk paint does not keep well. You can put it in a sealed container in your refrigerator, but be careful. If you leave it there too long, it smells like spoiled milk. The next step, and this is what I didn't know about the first time I used milk paint, is you need hot water to mix. And the ratio for milk paint and water is a 50-50 mix. So I've got this in a thermos to keep it nice and warm. I'm gonna put in a 1/4 cup of water. Hot water is the key. The next step, so important, is to mix well. You can mix with a fork, you can mix with a whisk, but you might get chunks. And some people, that's not a big deal, but I like it a really smooth consistency. This is essential. It's an immersion blender, and you wanna make sure you mix well. Take a few minutes, make sure you're adding a lot of air to the mixture. The texture you're looking for is the consistency of a melted milkshake. Make sure you're getting all of the particles on the bottom mixed up well too. And that's really what you look for. It shouldn't be pure liquid, but it should be kind of drippy. Sweet Pickins Milk Paint comes in a wide variety of colors. To purchase any of the items that I'm using here today, you can shop my online store at shoptheturnedleg.com, or you can shop my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. O Olive Milk Paint is all mixed and ready to go, and the consistency should not be too runny. I'm ready to start painting, and if you notice, I flipped the table. Here's a tip. If you're painting something with legs, flip it over first. That way you don't miss anything. When I'm painting legs, I like to put it on up and down, and then I go through and go side to side with my brush to make sure all of the areas are filled in. The first coat will be streaky. You're going to need at least 2 coats with milk paint. Once the milk paint has dried, you can put down your second coat. Do it exactly the same as the first. Make sure to watch for drips. When the milk paint is dry, it's time to sand. I'm using my DeWalt orbital sander and 220 grit sandpaper. While you're sanding, you can also encourage a little extra distressing. Make sure to get all of the sanding dust off of your piece before the next step. Milk paint needs to be sealed, and there's a lot of different sealers that you can use, and I have a whole bunch of videos on this channel that will help you. But my current favorite is Sweet Pickins oil wax, the dark oil wax, and that is because there is a stain and a top coat in one. Mix your oil wax before you begin. Pour some into a disposable container. Use a disposable brush. The best part about the dark oil wax is it soaks into the paint and darkens it, and also darkens the distressed wood underneath, making your piece look aged. Let the oil wax set for 15 to 20 minutes and try to pick up any drips that you see during this time. Even my cat Sage loves dark oil wax from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. Now it's time to wipe it back with a clean cloth. It's always a good idea to have 2 rags. Wipe the majority with the first and then go back and use the clean rag to get anything that you missed. See the difference that oil wax makes? The top is done. The bottom has not gotten the oil wax yet. It is amazing what oil wax can do. Oil wax finish is extremely durable. It is called one and done. If you decide you want another coat, you can apply it 12 hours later. You can even buff the oil wax once dried. Make sure you follow the cleanup directions for oil wax on the container. Are you ready for the big reveal? Milk paint is the perfect choice if you really want that old world finish on your pieces. A lot of times my customers will take a double take because they even think it's one of the original paint jobs. Let's take a look at how that cute little table turned out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has inspired you to get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.